Mr. Ayers?
Be back here, although it's a little warmer than I remember it being. Uh, Mayor Sigler, I think I can read the questions myself. Tell us a little bit about yourself. My name is Dennis Ayers, and I live on Alum Springs Road at the back entrance to Lime Kiln Theater, and folks around there call it Scuffletown. I don't know if you've heard that before, but they call it that because back in the days, the workers at the kiln would get drunk on the weekends and fight each other. And I'm not sure if that's true, but I like the name for our neighborhood because it makes us sound kind of scrappy, you know. I've been in Lexington for over 20 years, and for the last decade, I worked for the Rockbridge County Commonwealth Attorney's Office, where we prosecute crimes for the county and Lexington. And fortunately, we don't have much crime around here, so it's not that big an office. But my role there is sort of a combination office manager, paralegal, tech support, HR contact, and whatever else needs fixing that day. I've had the pleasure of working closely with most everyone here before. I was elected and served on city council from 2019 through 2022. And after leaving council, I joined Lexington's Economic Development Authority, where I currently serve because I wanted to stay active and involved in local government. I applied for this interim appointment because I thought I could be useful. Mayor Friedman's passing was a tremendous loss, and I thought I could help provide some continuity at a time when there are already a lot of changes happening. I know council has a difficult decision to make here, and there are other applicants who have a lot to offer. I was really impressed with these guys. But regardless of what you decide, I appreciate being considered. And if there's some other way I can help the city, I'd be happy to do so. As to the question of skills, experiences that I could bring to the appointment, I think my legal education, along with my writing and analytical skills, were helpful when I was previously on council. But honestly, the 4 years I spent actually doing the job and the institutional knowledge that comes with that is probably the best qualification that I could have for this. The biggest advantage is that I won't spend the first 2 months figuring out how city council works, and I can contribute on day one. I already know the people, the process, and many of the issues facing the city, and I also have a clear understanding of the workload. It's not just the 2 regular council meetings each month. There's preparation for the meetings, there's work sessions, communicating with constituents. There's a lot. Sometimes even fielding midnight calls from one of your neighbors asking what to do about a bear in their backyard. And the answer to that is you bang some pots and scare it away. So anyway, I know what I'd be getting myself into, and because this is only a 4-month appointment, I think being able to step in and contribute immediately is particularly valuable. As to the question of describing a time where you work collaboratively with people who held differing viewpoints, well, you guys might remember some of them because we went through them. One example would be when council took on the issue of renaming the cemetery. I think we all agreed on the basic goal, but there were a lot of different opinions about how to get there. Should we appoint an outside committee to make a recommendation? How are we going to solicit input from the public? Should we read every public comment at council meetings? And we did, and it was a lot. And ultimately, how should we decide on a new name? There were a lot of disagreements about that process, but we worked through those disagreements together and came out of the experience, I think, a more cohesive body. We listened to each other, and we were all willing to reconsider when someone had a better idea. I think that's an important part of serving on council. There's a good reason you have 6 members and a mayor with a tie-breaking vote. No matter how sure you are of your own opinion, yours is not always the best idea or the best way to accomplish something. You can have respectful disagreements, and you probably will, but you have to trust that your colleagues are also just trying to do what they think is best for Lexington. The best you can do is make your argument as persuasively as you can, and in turn, be open to changing your mind if someone has a better idea. And if you get outvoted on something, so be it. You respect the decision, you respect your colleagues, and you move on to the next issue. Thank you for this opportunity to join you again on a Thursday night, and good luck with your decision.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ayers. The other